climber named Beck Weathers attempted to summit Mount Everest. Halfway through his ascent at 28,000 feet, something went terribly wrong. His vision began to fail. The thin air, the exhaustion, his eyes could barely focus. His team leader told him to wait. "Stay here, Beck. If your vision improves, you can continue. If not, turn back." And there Beck sat, alone, halfway to his dream, halfway to everything he'd trained years to accomplish. The summit was right there, just hours away. Behind him was the relative safety of base camp. Ahead was glory, achievement, everything he'd sacrificed for. But his vision wasn't improving. Here's where the story gets intense. Beck made a choice. Against all logic, against his failing body, against the advice. He decided to wait longer and push forward. The storm hit. The blizzard that would become known as the 1996 Everest disaster descended. Beck was caught in it, lost, abandoned, left for dead, not once, but twice. His teammates, thinking he'd perished, moved on without him. For 18 hours, Beck Weathers lay in the snow. Temperatures dropped to minus 40 degrees. His right hand froze solid. His nose, his face frostbitten beyond recognition. But here's what happened next. Somewhere in that frozen darkness. Barely conscious, Beck had a vision. He saw his family, his wife, his children, and something inside him, some drop of will that refused to die, made him move, one movement. Then another. In a storm where experienced climbers couldn't see their own hands, Beck Weathers stood up, and he walked. He shouldn't have been able to. Medically, it was impossible. But he did. He stumbled into camp like a ghost. His team couldn't believe it. The man they'd left for dead had walked back from the edge of the impossible. Beck lost his right hand, his nose, parts of his face. But he gained something infinitely more valuable. He discovered that the human spirit has reserves of strength we cannot imagine until we need them. Now, listen to what Beck said years later. "I didn't make it to the summit, but I made it home. And that taught me that sometimes the victory isn't reaching the peak, it's having the courage to survive, to adapt, and to keep taking one more step when everything says stop." You're at your halfway point right now. Day 14, maybe you're tired. Maybe you're wondering if this challenge matters. Maybe your motivation has started to freeze like Beck's hands on that mountain. But here's what I need you to understand. You are exactly where every person who ever accomplished anything difficult has stood. Halfway. The novelty has worn off. The finish line isn't close enough to excite you yet. This is where most people quit, but not you, because you know the secret now. The secret Beck Weathers learned in the snow. It's not about motivation. It's not about feeling good. It's about the one drop, one more day, one more step, one more choice to show up when everything says quit. You don't need to see the summit from here. You just need to take today's step. So here's your challenge for day 14. Today, I want you to do your one drop, whatever commitment you made. But I also want you to write down 3 things. One obstacle you've overcome in these 14 days, one thing you've learned about yourself. One reason you're continuing to day 15, Beck Weathers walked out of that storm because he remembered what mattered. What matters to you? What's your reason for taking this next step? The next 14 days await. You've already proven you can do this. Now prove you can finish what you started. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear or doubt. Courage is taking the next step anyway. I'll see you tomorrow. Day 15. Let's finish this mountain together. Now go take your drop. You've got this. This is day 14, 2 full weeks, 14 consecutive days of showing up. Do you realize what you've just accomplished? You're standing at the halfway point of this challenge, and I want you to take a moment, just breathe and recognize the person you're becoming.